This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Let's talk a little bit about his relationship with Ric Flair. Terry wrote in his book that Rick was upset with the promos he was cutting on him while he was out, quote unquote, injured. Do you remember there being some, I mean, obviously Terry and Rick are the best of friends, but Rick can be an emotional guy, as we both know.
Yeah.
Remember him being upset with Terry?
Yeah, I do. And I remember getting phone calls. What are you guys trying to do? Kill me?
Wow.
No, Rick, we're not trying to kill you. We're selling a fucking angle. Anybody that knows an angle and how you sell it will be you. So, no, we're not trying to kill you. But, you know, a lot of the guys, he knew Rick would always get a straight answer from me. He always also knew I would take his call. If some of the booking committee guys saw that Flair was calling them, they might just avoid that phone call as long as they could until they had to accept it. And I didn't have any guilt in that regard. I knew what we're trying to do. We're trying to get heat on Funk and make him a heel. And goddamn, he was middle-aged and crazy then. And we knew our hero was going to ride back in on his big white horse sooner than later. But yeah, he didn't like it. I remember we did an angle one time with, he's passed on now. He worked in the office. Ron, God damn, I just had it tip of my tongue too. But he came out, he looked a little bit like Barney Fife, had a Flair-like robe on.
Yep.
Remember that? Ron Ames. I think Ron died of HIV or something.
Oh shit.
Yeah, nice guy. He really was a nice guy, hard worker, did PR and things like that. But Terry sees him in the office and says, "There's my guy for play the part of Ric Flair." And Ron was about, like I said, he looked like Barney Fife. He looked like Don Knotts. And that was one of his impressions. He'd do it at happy hour. It was funny.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Ron passed away in 1993.
So, but a good dude. And all he did was he did a very limp woo. And that offended Nate. And again, it was like, you're really getting pissed. So this must be working. If you are pissed off,
you're smart to the business and you're pissed off, it's working.
Then it may be working to these other folks out there, as Heard would say, the hinterlands. And it did work. You know, that showed that was a great marriage. And, you know, my God, Flair and Funk, are you kidding? So come on, Rick. So he got over it, as we all know. But he did get his feelings hurt. But he was out of the picture. He didn't want to be out of the picture. But that was the angle and how the angle was set up to sell. Somebody's got to be out of the picture for a while with this injury. And people aren't dropped on their head on tables outside the ring very often. So that's kind of where that was. But Rick was pissed off for a while about that.